Alright, ladies and gents, it is your favorite Asian robot right here. Now, what I'm going to tell you guys is that today, on stream, you would have probably seen me experimenting with a sword build. I'm actually going to deliver that build to you guys right now. So, let me start up my epic Viking music, and I'm going to explain to you guys exactly how this build works. Y'all ready? Okay, so this build is fairly simple. I'm gonna show you that you can actually, like, if you're not comfortable with 6 recycle, you can actually go down to 3 recycle. Depends on how much recycle you're able to keep up. A lot of people prefer 3 because they can include something else like overpower. They can include something else like adrenaline, whatever. Maintaining 6 stacks can be pretty difficult, especially with a melee weapon. I will let you decide for yourself. I'll be using the 6 stacks version of the build, but I'll let you decide for yourself which way you want to build this build. Okay. So let me start by saying you're going to need the Edge of Tomorrow from the Chronivore, Cunning Cell, Berserker Cell, Avenging Overdrive right here. All right. This build is near flawless, but has survival built in thanks to the very unique mod of the sword, which is Mending Blade Core. Every time you gain Valor or spend it, you restore 30 health. Call of Dawn will be your bond of choice. All right. Why? Because Cunning perk, 12% chance for attacks to hit twice. It's pretty useful. Discipline will be Omnicell of choice. Very useful here. You can also technically, if you want to, go Revenant, but I generally wouldn't. I prefer Discipline for this one, just because I like double parry. Skarn's Defiance, Reuse Cell here. Okay. Reuse, you don't take it to plus 6 because although a 90% chance for the 20% attack speed is great, I'd rather have more raw damage, and Reuse even at plus 3 will still give you at baseline a 10% attack speed bonus. Alright. You'll have Time Weave Helmet with Recycle Cell here. You've got Scraping Jacket with Assassin's Frenzy. You've got Malkirion's Grasp with the Recycle Cell. And last but not least, Hellplate Greaves with Berserker Cell. Your only survival here is Fortress. If you don't want it, you can actually take it out. And you can totally do something else that's wild. Like you could go, just as an example, you could go with Thunderdeep's Turbines. There's a lot of choices. But I personally like the Fortress choice because if you're playing flawlessly, which you need to do so, in order to keep up Predator, you should be gaining back shields anyway. All right. So that's why I chose this specifically. But again, if you do not like it, do not fret. You can choose something else. It's up to you. I just like having it as a bit of a buffer combined together with Skarn's Defiance. Okay, now let's take a look at the specifics of the build. All right. You've got plus 6 Berserker and plus 6 Predator as your main source of raw damage. That's up to 35% for both. So 70% baseline. Recycle can take you up to 60%, but the consistency depends on how long you have it activated. All right. And now that Recycle's been buffed, your sword special effects, your lantern are not going to affect Recycle. So it's all about whether or not you can strike the same part continuously. If you don't feel comfortable striking the same part 6 times in a row, go for plus 3 Recycle instead. So, and you can restructure it by, say, putting one of the Cunning Cells into the Time Weave Helm. Then you'll have a free slot in here to put whatever you want in. Overpower, Adrenaline, your choice. Adrenaline is great for this one because having the extra damage when you use up stamina is useful. All right, it's not as consistent as Berserker Predator, but it's just some extra damage you can have. That also opens the way to put in an Assassin's Frenzy Cell. Great for part breaking. Together combined with Reuse, you're at the very least going to have 25% baseline attack, 25% bonus attack speed whenever you break apart. Then you can change that with your sword special to reach close to the limit even without catalyst. All right, because the sword special gives you another 20% on top of that. All right, so that's the build in general, and now we're actually going to do a practical test. So if you guys are ready, we're going to head straight to Twilight Sanctuary. That's the absolute limit of where we can go, and we'll go in and go smack stuff. So of course, if you guys want proof, the link to the stream will be in the description of the video. You can go take a look there and actually see how we've done this whole thing, like how we've gone in and smacked all the behemoths with this, like how we did the testing live. But you know, obviously here's the combat showcase as well to demonstrate how it works. And of course, people are always like, oh, you do it at low level play. Well, here you go. I'm going to Twilight Sanctuary. The thing is, the leveling difference, we always compensate for it to showcase the effectiveness of this build for behemoths 3 to 4 levels above you, which is all you really need if you're leveling effectively. Please watch my leveling guide if you don't understand that principle. All right. Okay, so with this one, right, we'll go straight for the phalanx right up top. Okay. Okay, so with this build, what you want to do is when you're charging in, all right, you want to strike one part first with your light attacks. Why? This helps you build up recycle really quickly against that specific part, and that's what you want to focus on. All right, you want to get your meter charged up ASAP so that you can start really dishing out damage, but it's going to take some effort to do so. So please be aware of that. All right, and don't be foolish with your choices. Just remember, you will be recovering hit points every time you gain Valor points, but that doesn't mean be silly, because you're going to want to trigger your sword special ASAP so that you can immediately start. Oh dear. Now, if you end up on fire and die, that's also okay. That's what your chronivore is there for. All right. But you ultimately want to knock down the behemoth as soon as you possibly can and start focusing on one part. As you can see, even the sword specials no longer take away your recycle buff. So that's something else to take into account of. All right. But if you take more hits, you will lose Predator. So just be careful of that. Now, once you get a single part break, all right, Assassin's Frenzy is going to trigger and you are going to have a good time. All right. This is what you want. You want to start going ham with your options because, you know, more part breaks means faster kills. And you can just repeat this. Now, I'm going to show you at the end of this combat demonstration how to add catalyst into this build if you need to. All right. But most of the time, it is not necessary to do so. Okay, you shouldn't actually need catalyst in this build unless you are very, very, indeed very desperate. All right. You see, even with just a 30% chance from reuse, the bonus is already triggered twice, which is really quite fantastic. Usually once I get a creature down, right, I'll try and focus on one particular part of their body. But as you can see, sometimes, right, because the way that this is, right, because the hitboxes in some behemoths, you might end up hitting the wrong part. So if you don't feel comfortable using Recycle +6 because you feel like you don't get maximum value out of it, you can absolutely change it. I'm going to show you one of the ways that you can do that right now. All right, and also add catalyst into the build. Here we go. Okay, here's a supply crate. All right. Oh, come on, supply crate, drop down. So you guys have seen how the build operates, even against extremely high level behemoths. We've got a 5-level difference. You're not gonna struggle. All right. But in order to really change this around, if you really want to, say, use catalyst or whatever, okay, one thing you can do, take out this recycle, put in the cunning cell from up top, right? And you can take out berserker. Why? It'll be compensated by the potions. So you can do double catalyst kind of like this, and you will have taken out recycle, added catalyst in. You've reduced your berserker, but overall your damage is going to increase. Why? More attack speed, more frenzy, more aether drive. All right, it's a massive bonus. You won't even need. In fact, if you're really keen on it, right? Let's say you want even more damage. Take out reuse because your catalyst will already compensate for that, right? And you can stuff in, say, another berserker, another overpower, up to you, and you can get even more damage with something like this. All right. In fact, I would actually dump the fortress and go all the way to use volcanic treads just for that extra tenacious together with berserker, just to squeeze out a little more bonus, because here your Skarn's Defiance will be online quite often. All right, but it's up to you. It's your choice, literally, how you want to run this. I generally don't use catalyst, but if it's your intention to use catalyst, go right ahead. All right. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope it has been informative. I hope you guys like this new sword build. People have been asking about sword build for quite some time, so here you guys go, okay? Have fun with it, and for now, I'm gonna give my thanks to the channel members and the lovely people who make these videos possible. Thank you for all the amazing donations on stream today. You guys are amazing, and now I'm gonna go right to my members list and thank my channel members. If you guys want to support me for free, the best way is like, share, subscribe, and listen to my music on Spotify. Link in the description of the video. These are the best ways you can help me for free. Every time you like the video, like a stream, all of that, it helps tremendously. But if you guys want to support a bit beyond that, then here's what you can do. Death Dawning 982 at Plus Ultra, he's our top fan. You can donate, get a channel membership, do all that kind of stuff. Up to you. All right, up to you. I am Step, Jerry Fast, Rogue Assassin, Omen Scream Buff, Zach NMG at Prestige. Thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. Thank you to all of our honored robots as well. Dariverse, Cordova 2182, Maze, Chade D12, Stefan Geyer, Coffeed, Underpaid Enlisted Soldier, I'm Peeps, Syed Assad Bukhari, Pringle Brett, Tuan Nguyen, Miss Eve, Tyler King, Brian Lancaster, The Oculus, Coda CMF, Kami SMH, Jammer Boy, Conrad C, Nate the Great, Curtis Schuster, MJ, Corey Review, Benjamin Savage, Lady Neo, and BC Burger. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to all of our cool bots as well. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.